Hey y'all, welcome back to another video, a bit of a different video. Um, I had the opportunity to learn how to make candles, and I wanted to bring you guys along and watch this process that I learned. Very, very fun. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I was super excited to do this. I'm grateful for the company Above Seven Life, which is a holistic self care company, and they specialize in, bath products, skincare, things like that. And I learned how to make candles. So, what you guys see here, just kind of getting everything ready. Those are the jars that for my selection. I like the jar with the black lid, and there's tons of different fragrance oils, essential oils, and things like that to choose from. So the fragrance oil I chose, I believe it was a snickerdoodle or something like that, um, is what I chose for the fragrance. And then for the essential oil, I chose lavender. I wanted something that smelled really, really great, but had the lavender in it for that more relaxing, um, calm feeling. So, first thing we had to do was pick out those two things, um, and that's what I chose. Um, they let me know that you don't want one to overpower the other, so lavender was really good. This I thought was interesting. To make the color for the candle, we just use the crayon. So I chose like a fuchsia pink color, and we um, took the crayon. You take the paper off of the crayon, but that's what we're going to use for the color of my candle. So yeah, you take the crayon, kind of mash it up a little bit, but this is what we're going to pour into the wax, and you'll see that in just a bit. A lot of the essential oils and the fragrance oils, I do want to try more, um, but again, that's what I chose for this time. Um, she chose like a royal blue color to go into her candle. So once we got the crayons selected, um, it was kind of time to measure out the oil, um, and the amounts that you put into the candle, um, which is, I don't know the math on it, but thankfully she did. So you put just, you see, a little bit. It doesn't take much. And even with the gloves on, I will say after I took the gloves off, I can still smell that fragrance. And then you put, I think I put about 8 drops of the lavender, something like that, into um, the oil mixture that's going to go in with the wax. I apologize, I did not show the wax, but what was used was these like wax melts. They look like little, almost look like little chocolate chips, is the best way I can explain it. But those were kind of melting on the stove while we went through this process. This is the wick that I chose, and you have to kind of press it down hard inside the jar just to make sure that it's sturdy, um, and will stay in place so that when we get ready to pour, it doesn't move and all that good stuff. Okay, so there we go. That's the wax. It had been on the stove, and we just dropped the candle in, and you have to quickly add the essential oil and fragrance oil mixture. Once you do that, stir, 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 because you want to make sure the crayon is all melted and everything is kind of swirled in there together. Um, and you have to do it quick. I mean, of course, it is wax, right? So it can start getting hard, but you stir fast, and then you can start the pouring process. That color is really pretty. But what we didn't factor in was the size of the jar. So you'll see in a minute we had to do a little more. But we just add that to the jar. That wax is super, super hot. Super hot. Like, hence the gloves. And you can see that how pretty it is. But that's as far as we got. So there was a workaround. Basically, what we decided to do was to just mix another color. So I chose to do a white crayon, and you'll see that here in a bit. And to actually, melt some more wax, add a white crayon, and that'll help kind of fill out the jar. So another crayon mixed in. The pink, I like that shade, and I think when I make another candle, I'll just be mindful of having multiple crayons of the same color because that was super easy. There are, and I was shown other ways that you can add the color to the wax. Um, there's, other products and things you can buy, but think about it, especially back to school time, crayons are super cheap. So, there you go. All right, got some more wax, and gonna put the white crayon in this to add it to the jar. And well, you'll see here in a bit, it still made a pretty shade of pink. But again, like I said, I think what I'll do is just buy multiple crayons of the same color. But you could really do what you want. I mean, you could add any color you want. You can add glitter. You could add it's so many things. Like, it's endless. But again, this was my first time, so um, this was my choice. Gotta stir, 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 stir. The wax felt with this metal we were using to mix it up, because we had used the cups for the other color. The metal cup was a little hot. Didn't get burned or anything, just saying. It was a little hot. So we're good to go. And I pour the white in, and you'll see it just kind of like blends in together. Now, she chose another shade of blue, which kind of kept true to the darker blue that she started with. So hers looked all one color, but mine just did this real pretty mix of the two crayons, or the two colors. And yeah, um, after all the wax is in, the candle has to sit um, for a while to kind of harden. I'm home now, have, got it lit and everything, and it's great. It smells amazing. Again, I just wanted y'all to see this process with me. I have fun. Make sure you subscribe, like this video. I'll see y'all in the next one.